What's up, guys? Don't you love it when your little eBay store takes off magically? I maintain about 50 items, give or take, enough for me to handle. But all of a sudden, in like 1 to 2 days, within a 24 to 36-hour time period, I sold like 5 things. I'm sitting there like, well, damn, that's amazing. But then you start scattering around. I had to cut up boxes, modify them because I wasn't prepared for it. I was not expecting that many sales to go out on action figures and stuff like that too. So I had to cut up some boxes. Then I had to run around and go find some more boxes. So that killed some hour, give or take, too. Then on top of that too, I ran out of tape. But luckily it was enough to hold on to. So now I'm sitting there like thinking, so I need to start maintaining boxes. Like a box visually for each figure or each thing I'm selling on my little eBay store, right? They're ready to go. I have plenty of bubble wrap and stuff like that too, but I'm going to load up on that stuff just in case. Definitely need more tape. So these are things I've learned today. So I'm sitting there like, oh, I can figure it out, maybe sell something here, maybe once a week, give or take. I'll be ready for it, give or take. No, not 5 at one time just to get them ready to go. That was stressful, guys. It was very stressful. So the whole point of this little video is prepare yourself, even if you're just a small eBay channel or eBay store or whatever. Like I said, I have so many things that I still have to list or whatever. And like I said, I try to keep maintaining about 50 items for me to handle. I do this by myself. I do my little YouTube stuff by myself. And plus of doing other stuff too, family stuff, animal stuff or whatever, then jobs or whatever. So be prepared because you never know. You might wake up one day and you sell like your whole store. Like everything is gone. Like how's that even work? Then you have to like figure out and stress out about how am I going to ship it all. So my thing is, my goals right now is I'm going to try to make friends with different places or whatever and see if I can siphon off boxes. So I got this box for free. It came like this, right? I went in there and paid for a 6x6 box, give or take, right? For an action figure. And I cut it down a little bit to modify it. And the lady goes, these ones are free. The postal people or the shipping people gave these to us for free. So I said, can I have another one? And it folds up in something like this. So try to make connections, try to make friends just on this by itself, Then you have the bubble wrap stuff, right? Bubble wrap, believe it or not, you can fly through it real fast. So I started a bin. Every time I order a new toy or something new comes in or whatever, I do, yes, keep the box, or I use the box for something else, whatever, or I can use the chop down, or I can use it for support stuff in there too. I keep the bubble wrap. Some bubble wrap is worth it. Some of it is too much. Believe it or not, you'll use it. So I got bubble wrap. Then you got plastics, like not plastic, but like almost like styrofoam looking stuff like this too. Hold on to this stuff because you never know when you're going to need it at the last minute, especially when you sell so many things at once, which, like I said, surprised the H out of me. And also on top of that too, these I do not recommend because they're a messy maker. These little peanuts and stuff. These are amazing for floating items and stuff in there too, and they're very lightweight, but I don't hold on to these because, like I said, they're a mess maker and they're hard to clean up, and they also like to bounce everywhere and get into stuff or whatever. So keep those around, depending on the stuff you sell, give or take too. Make sure you stock up on your tape. Like it doesn't matter. I use this tape for the boxing and stuff only. And then for bubble wrap and such like that, I use this. Just normal Scotch tape for simple, small stuff, right? So I don't fly through this, but I'm just going to stock up more of this too. This stuff you're going to go through quick because depending on the packaging, especially if you're modifying a box or something like that, these come in handy because you might cut it too deep or cut this and your folds are going to be all weird and stuff. It's good to be safe and just have extra tape around too. Also, I load up on tons of these right here. I don't really use a lot of these too because, like I said, I sell a lot of action figures. I did sell one action figure and I didn't have a box at the last minute, and this was like one of my last week's sale. I used a bigger version of this and I wrapped the hell out of my action figure or whatever. And I stuck it in here, put Fragile on it just in case too. But it was a bigger one. It's like 12, 14 inches big or whatever. But it looked huge. It was full. It looked like there was something huge in there. I'm like, like when I was shipping it off, the lady like, what do you have in there? I was like, believe it or not, an action figure. So you can modify, get creative and stuff like that too. And speaking of bubble wrap and such too, if you can get a hold, not just styrofoam, but just anything soft, anything lightweight, keep it, hold on to it. So today I sent off some like weapon type stuff or whatever too, and I didn't want them to break. So I took this, for example, something like this. This actually came in from a Todd McFarlane toy line that I had, but it outlined the box or whatever too. And this is hard. It's not wood. I'm not really sure what it is, but it's very hard. And I actually used this and I taped the weapons to it too, then bubble wrapped it. Then I reinforced it too with stuff like this. So, and also when I put the weapons on there, I should probably record all that stuff just so you guys can see it too. I trimmed it up, cut it, molded it underneath there. So you can squish it down a little bit and help with the rolling around with the looseness stuff. And you just put a little bit more tape on it too. Like I said, tape's your best friend, especially when you get free stuff. So anytime you guys order something in eBay or whatever, keep everything. Believe it or not, like I have boxes around, like I said, just to modify stuff. Like, what am I going to do with this? You never know. You might get something in a triangle. You can modify a triangle, and it's very supported too. You just got to figure out how to cover these holes right here too. So, and that'll work. Believe it or not, they'll ship anything if they, you just walk in there and said, how much, and guess what? They'll send anything. So, also, I'm very bad at this too. I need to make a little workspace for it too. So, it took me like 30 minutes to find my pair of scissors. Then my box cutter was somewhere else when I was working on another project too. Your Sharpies. I ended up having a Sharpie that was dead. So I'm like, how is this dried out or whatever? The lid was on and everything, but it was sitting by a hot window. So I'm assuming it has something to do with it too. So I had to resupply on some of my Sharpies and stuff like that too. So I need to make a little work area where I can actually fill the addresses in and all that fancy stuff too. And also, speaking of workspaces too, get organized. So I'm reorganizing my stuff. Like I said, I put this bubble wrap type stuff in here, but also I'm going to get some more crates and stuff like this too, so I can fill stuff up like that. So I'm ready to rock it, right? So also with stuff like that too, get organized with your stuff or whatever, collect it. The next thing too is I have a workspace. So I've been using this little, those Walmart tables that are like $40 or whatever, sticking them together. And it's pretty black. And I was like, I can use that for something else. Instead, I'm trying to cut, my boxes and such on there, try to trim stuff up. And I'm avoiding cutting into the table. So like I said, I'm thinking about getting one of those. They're like $50, give or take, Lowe's, Home Depot, those plastic foldy ones too. Put something like that in there as your workspace. So that'd be perfect. You cut into it, carve into it, whatever. It's plastic. It won't break stuff too. So my biggest thing is get organized, workspace, your stuff too. Find connections of people that have stuff like this or hold on to stuff, no matter what it is. I'm not trying to say become a hoarder, but hold on to the stuff you'll need for packing, no matter what size box it is. Like I said, you can cut and modify stuff, or you might have the perfect box for the perfect, stuff thing you sold or whatever. So, and make sure you have plenty of accessories like your tape. Make sure you're, like I said, part of the organizing. Make sure you have plenty of Sharpies, get all that stuff situated and stuff like that too. So you're not stressing out like me at the last minute, especially when you get multiple sales at one time. You're like, crap, what do I do? Then you have to run around and waste your gas and time when you can just get the stuff packed up and ship it. Boom. Simple as that, guys. So like I said, I was stressing out today. I'm like, why? What's going on here? It's like they hit the lottery or something like that. Like, we're going to buy more stuff, which, trust me, I'm not complaining. But I'm used to selling maybe one thing a week. So anyways, till next time, kiddies, and I hope this helped. And thank you for letting me vent a little bit and stuff I've learned today. Next time.